The Road to Extinction by Lillian Weiler. Hunting Throughout the Ages. You are a noble in the Pharaoh's court, and you are going on a 10-day hunting trip with all of the members of the royal court. You have brought your pet greyhound to help with the hunt. During the hunt, you use your chariot and go along with all the other nobles to round up all the wild bulls. Once you have driven them into the ditch, the king follows and slays the bulls one by one from atop his chariot. This hunting trip will be remembered for years as a time that the Pharaoh showed all his strength and courage as he killed the wild beasts. This sport was called hunting, and it thrived in early Egypt. Agriculture had not yet risen up, and the land was the perfect environment for animals, making it the ideal place for hunting. Back then, hunting was not only a source of food, but it was also considered a sport for the more wealthy part of the people. The prize of a hunt gave the hunters something to boast about. They used it to boast about their strength and intelligence. Some of the many animals that thrived there included elephants, giraffes, lions, rhinos, wild boars, antelope, deer, ibex, birds, fish, crocodiles, and hippopotamus. Many of these creatures were hunted or kept in the private zoos of a pharaoh. The world has changed a lot since ancient Egypt, and with it, so has hunting. Back then, there were vast amounts of lands and animals, but as humans have begun to populate the earth more and more, it leaves less time for animals to live. It leaves less space for animals to live. With hunting and the dying amount of space for animals, many animals have already become endangered or have gone extinct. The curse of hunting. Since animals have started to go endangered, people have placed laws to help conserve them and to prevent people from hunting an already dying out species. Some people still do not listen to the government, thus the killing of animals continues. This act of hunting illegally is called poaching. You might wonder, why would somebody want to poach an already dying out species? The simple answer is a profit. Animals are usually hunted for an individual trait. For example, the elephants are hunted for their tusks, which are made of a rare material called ivory. Another example of animals being hunted for their traits are rhinos. There is some ridiculous legend that the horn of a rhino is an antidote that can cure any sickness. Although this information has been proven wrong, rhinos are still poached for their horn. One example of a poaching happened right along the border of Zimbabwe's Hwang National Park. Walter Palmer, an American dentist, came to tour the area and instead used a hunk of meat to lure a lion out of the national park. Once the animal was off the national park's property, Palmer took out his bow and arrow and shot it. Little did he know that the lion was Hwang's Park's beloved 13-year-old male lion Cecil. This poaching caused a worldwide uproar. Palmer received many negative interactions with the world after that, including many death threats. After this incident, the laws against hunting for trophies were secured even more, but the government wasn't the only one to reject the idea of hunting. Many airlines, including British Airways, American Airlines, JetBlue, Delta, Air Canada, and about 40 more different airlines have announced that they will not carry any hunted animals from the Big Five. That includes elephants, lions, Cape buffaloes, leopards, and rhinos. These new prohibitions make it a lot harder to transport poached animals around the globe. Conserving wildlife. Once an animal has been declared endangered, people immediately do things to help rebuild their population. However, in the past, humans have not paid attention to the population of a species. This has led to the extinction of many amazing creatures. These include the dodo bird, the Steller sea cow, the sea mink, the two-latch wallaby, the Atlas bear, the Carolina parakeet, the Caribbean monk seal, the Zanzibar leopard, the Falkland Island wolf, the quagga, the gray auk, and the passenger pigeon, the Tasmanian tiger, and the mammoth. I consider a huge misfortune that we will not be able to see these animals ever again. I think that we should do everything in our power to not hunt unless the species is overpopulated to the point where it is harming other organisms. I believe that we should allow animals to live peacefully on Earth with humans. Thank you for listening.